Vibe check. Chill check. Does everybody pass the chill check? Do you feel the chill? And we are back from break, everybody. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the chill zone, the frozen zone. Now we go to YouTube, where I would like to watch DSP's girlfriend review of Cat. DSP Cat. Let's see. DSP and Cat's incredibly awkward video. Well, I would like to watch the whole thing. And I love these videos by Tevin. I've probably listened to them a bajillion times. So I think this is the first one. Decided for the very first time. Yes, let's go.
All right, what's up, everyone? Good evening. Phil and Kat here.
Let's see if we can put this in big boy mode.
Friday the 13th.
No, I'd rather not.
2018. July 13th, 2018. And we're going to be doing pretty much very similar to how we did last time we did this stream. It was a 3-hour stream where we basically just sat here and kind of talked to you guys and answered a lot of questions. All right. And that's kind of what we're planning on doing this time as well. Okay. But I need to update the stream stats right now. We actually are up to 515 subs. Let me do this now before we start answering your questions. Hold on. 415. Top tier is currently Derek. Let's get Derek up on the leaderboard.
Let's get Derek up on the leaderboard. Deraj.
What in the fuck did I just type?
What? Bro, come on, man. You're gonna show off his girl and then making typos all the time? Come on.
Who tipped me $5.01 and said stop talking. This is an IRL stream, so if you want me to stop talking, it's gonna be a pretty boring one. I'm just saying. Alright, so Rigby with the top tip of $5.01. Thank you very much, Rigby. I appreciate that. So, the way this stream is gonna work is much like the last time. We'll basically be responding to what you guys are saying. Now, sometimes we may choose to answer a question, sometimes we may choose not to. Depends on how private it is or whatever. But we did this 3 weeks ago. People really seemed to enjoy it and said, you know, do it again when you can. It's been 3 weeks since we did the last one. And so I said, okay, maybe now is a good time, you know.
Wait, what? Like... You liar. For the very first time? What? You liar. When was this posted? Oh, meet Cat. Our plans moving forward. Okay, I would love to see that. And an explanation. Beautiful.
All right, hello everybody. Phil and Kat here, and welcome to a special video that we've been planning on working on for a while. Kat has been living with me now for a month.
Wow.
In fact, as of tonight, well, as of midnight tonight, you'll have been here exactly 1 month.
Yeah.
In Washington living with me. And, you know, rightfully so, there have been a lot of questions in regards to my viewership and my fan base asking, why hasn't Phil done videos with Kat? Why aren't there vlogs? Why hasn't she been in gameplay? Why hasn't she been on streams? You know, and I hear it.
Hey
from
dudes,
both
my
sides.
entire shit is
People, you know, the kind of
freezing
people
up.
on my streams daily.
My whole Streamlabs. So I don't know what I need to do. I'm not sure if this is even going on anymore. Did we break the system? What happened? Did we escape the Matrix? Finally? Did I run out of space? No. Seems like everything is running pretty decently, I guess. I am confused.
That makes me cringe. Ugh.
No! Not him! Fucking shit.
I don't know, I would assume everything is working pretty well, so let's just continue now, and later if there's something wrong, then just something happened, I guess. And rest in peace OBS if it glitched. Anyways, let's just keep talking about it. This is 17 minutes. Let's
And
see.
of course, you got the negative idiots who
Oh,
constantly
it's
have to
already.
spin it in a negative
It's 48 seconds in, and we're already talking about negative idiots, man. What the hell?
way that something must be wrong, and there's a reason why she hasn't been in everything yet.
Because I don't know why they would expect it. Maybe because you made it with Panda just like that, where she was in all your stuff and she would just randomly appear and just be in the videos, and a lot of people didn't like that. But that's how you made it. That's the expectations that you put on other people. I don't know why. I don't know why you're making it seem like it's other people's fault that they were expecting something that you've previously done multiple times. But plus, you're almost a 40-year-old fucking man. Your wife shouldn't really be in your stuff. I don't know. I can't remember somebody turning it into an event like that. Somebody else. All streamers just show up their girlfriend every once in a while for like a 2-minute video and they just show she exists or whatever. You know, she doesn't have to be in your videos. But I guess people expect that for some reason. Here, by the way, this video likes and dislikes disabled and comments turned off, so because he's so positive.
So the reason we're making this video today, very simply, is to kind of explain a little bit about what's going on and let you guys know exactly what to expect moving forward in the future, give you some perspective on how things are going to be approached when it comes to Kat and having her in, videos and streams and content, and a little bit of an explanation as to why there hasn't been a lot, okay, up to this point. All right. So, first of all, she's lived here for a month, right?
Yeah.
This is so awkward. This is so strange.
Not at all, really. Actually,
Haha.
it's actually been really good.
Fantastic, fantastic sarcasm. You got me with this one. This fantastic joke when you say something and then you take it back. Oh, OBS is fixed. Wow, fantastic. I love life right now. I hope you guys are feeling the chill. There was a wave of chill, like a ghost went through me. There was just so much chill and positivity. Anyway, so we continue with Kat. I love the sarcasm. It was just such a great way to start off, and this is a fantastic thumbnail. I'm gonna save this for my thumbnail for the clips, because this stream is also gonna be in clips. Screenshot this. Very nice, delicious.
Where I used to live.
Right.
Oh, the way that he's touching her shoulder, this bizarre,
Really love it.
bizarre fondling.
Versus where I used
Oh,
to live.
Right.
I'm not
wow.
gonna say where.
Right. For
I-
reasons we're going to explain, obviously, in this video.
Didn't she lived in Michigan? Like, I don't know why she wouldn't, like, yeah. This is the kind of stuff that makes people want to look up more DSP stuff and like the actual information, because he makes it so mysterious. Like, well, here's much better than where I used to live in. Like, where did you used to live, Kat? It's like when you talk to somebody and they purposefully make something sound more shady and more like mysterious, you're engaged, right? You're like, wow, this is interesting, Kat. Where did you used to live?
Yeah, but no, I really love it here. I love being with Phil and
I love being here with Phil. It's so cool being here with Phil.
just really excited for all the things that we're gonna be able to do in the future.
Right.
So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the good news is, it's been a month. Everything's been going together swimmingly for us. Like, when you think of all the hurdles that we had that we thought, oh man, this might be a pain in the ass, like
Yeah.
getting your driver's license or car insurance or health, all that stuff's boom. It's been like really easy transition, right?
Yeah, it all went well.
We're all in the, we're currently in the process of getting everything hashed out to the point where we'll have finally a schedule worked in, where we know every week what your work schedule will be, how my work schedule is going to be, and how to coincide all of that.
Yeah.
So everything there on that in that regard has been good. But as you guys know,
Speaking of work schedule, DSP was very. I read a very funny post on Kiwi Farms. Whoever wrote it, credit goes to you, where it says DSP schedule is essentially made by some manager at a grocery store, which is hilarious, and it is actually true because they determine Kat's shift and when she gets to work, her shift. So DSP knows when to take his day off, so their days can coincide. So his schedule, his exceptionally well-made schedule, in which he wastes most of his day meandering generally. His schedule is determined by some random manager at a grocery store. Fantastic.
No, there's been no video real content of any of these. This is the first time you're actually seeing Cat in a video of any sort on any of my channels on YouTube or
By
any.
the way, I am real. Just for all
Yes.
the people who think I don't exist, I am real. But I don't think I need to say that.
Your eyebrows aren't real. They're extraterrestrial. Like, bro, come on. First of all, she not being in his content is perfectly understandable because she's not interesting. Doesn't have really anything to present in a gameplay content because we saw what happened when they were, and I'm gonna watch that as well. We saw what happened when they were actually having the gameplay marathon, the Halloween marathon, which was hilarious, and it was totally Tevin's fault.
But I'll say it anyway.
All right. So what's the deal? Why hasn't there been anything? What's going on? Well, ladies and gentlemen, the bottom line is this: if you guys haven't noticed, in the last year, I have made a very conscious effort to basically try to separate what I consider to be kind of my work life, my online streaming, my videos on YouTube, from my personal life. Now, I know this is a huge change for those of you who've been longtime viewers and fans of mine. As you know, I used to pretty much share every single thing on a daily basis, right? I used to tell you about my feelings about everything, what was going on behind the scenes of me.
You literally still do, but you just gatekeep people from the actual information that they ask about, such as where the fuck does all the money go? How do you have $5,000 of expenses per month? This is what actually people are asking, not what Cat made you to eat today. This is nonsense. Like, of course, but work Phil is the same guy who fucking begs, and personal life Phil is the guy who, what, I guess, tweets in the middle of the night, some weird rants. Is that the family Phil? I don't even know. They're just so identical.
The camera, whether it was personal stuff, financial stuff, whatever it was, always I shared it all, right? And to some extent that was a positive. I feel that I had a great connection with my audience, but as you guys know, sadly over the years there's been some really malicious parties out there who've used that personal information to do really harmful things, including, you know, doxing, swatting, and doing all kinds of malicious, slanderous
That makes me cringe. Ugh.
you know, just negative things, toxic things on the internet.
Doxing and swatting. First of all, doxing, your fans have been doxed. That's true. Yeah, there are people that dox his fans, but it's most of the time when somebody just draws a lot of attention to themselves, they get doxed. I don't really know. I'm all against that. And swatting, of course, that is all like that's off the table. Don't do that shit. It just makes people like him be more victims. You're just helping Phil be a victim and just say, oh, I got swatted today, because he lives in a gated community, so he can't really get swatted like the traditional way that people used to do it, which is terrible.
Regarding myself and, you know, my family and friends, things in the past, it's been horrible in a lot of things, you know, that people would do this stuff, okay? So in the last year, I made a conscious effort to not be as tell you everything up front, because there's some things that, quite honestly, you guys don't need to know. You don't need to know every single moment of what's going on with me off.
But you beg too much. Why do you beg so much? Beg a little bit less and nobody would fucking ask. Not even a little bit less. Just stop begging and nobody would ask about your life. Because if you don't ask people for money and you make all this drama about everything that happened to you, and you go to Burger King and they give you this burger, which is something that we are gonna watch tonight. I remembered. We're gonna go through all of this. What the fuck was I saying? Jesus Christ, this is a terrible stream. I'm sorry. I'll get used to it by the time I have like 100 of these. But anyways, he begs too much, which makes people ask a lot of questions like, bro, you get the money, where does it go? And that's mostly what people are asking. They're not asking you what color socks your wife wears and shit like this. It's some nonsense.
Camera, what we're doing at every moment's notice together off camera and stuff.
And of course, it's always the extremes with DSP. It's either, no, she's not gonna be in my content at all, and we're never gonna be on a stream and play games, or it's the other extreme where it's like, "Oh, yeah, she's gonna be in all my content and all my videos and all my vlogs and all my streams." No, like, uh, look at what DSP is doing to me, driving me crazy. Like, nobody thought that that's what happened. Nobody expected it in any way that this would happen. The most they expected is what they got, basically. A couple of streams where people were terribly toxic, which these streams shouldn't have been streams. There should have been pre-recorded videos, definitely, because she is visibly cringing at the chat and at all the questions, and I think they're pretty terrible. They should have done something like Ask the King, Ask the Royalty or whatever, Ask the Royal Family, whatever, some nonsense where they would just do it offline with pre-printed questions, the stuff that he used to do, so she wouldn't have to look at chat. But it's not about her. He doesn't really care about her experience on stream. He's probably told her before the stream started that she's gonna be abused and assaulted and people are gonna try and ask information. I'm 100% sure he has scared this girl to death. And of course, the chat has not been kind to her. There have been some exceptional comments while the stream was going on. But come on, DSP, if you cared about your wife's experience on stream and making her comfortable, then maybe you should have, I don't know, put your chat in sub-only mode or something. I don't know. Just an idea.
Stuff like that. And the bottom line is there would be people that if we were constantly sharing everything would use that against us to do nasty things. I mean, I didn't even let you guys know that I had been dating Kat for months last year. It wasn't until late last year,
Yeah, you lied and you pretended to be single like a Twitch thought and like some OnlyFans girl. He was taking days off to be with Kat and saying how he was tired or his voice was tired or whatever. And he was doing these like lies on Twitter and this nonsense. A 40-year-old man pretending he doesn't have a girlfriend, a secret girlfriend that he smuggled into his place from Michigan and moved in. While the same time he is begging every day, he begs. So I don't really know what to say anymore.
2017 when I even revealed it, and then when I revealed it, immediately accusations that she doesn't exist and it's bullshit, he's making this up. So then I took a picture of you decorating the Christmas tree, right? And then you got crazy ass conspiracy theories about you don't exist, you're an escort, or you were someone with a wig on, like this insanity, like fucking insanity of what people just come up with out of nowhere with no kind of factual basis or whatever, just because they want to cause drama and all kinds of toxic shit on the internet.
Well, no, it was just gossip from the forum that we just went to, Kiwi Farms, which is not that scary of a place. To be honest, you can go and you can gossip about people online, and that is how it works generally. The thing with that is that they were just talking about stuff. They were just gossiping, man. It's like, yeah, maybe she doesn't exist. Maybe she's an escort, because there have been so many crazy things that would happen in his life. And this was, I think, sometime around after the escort thing happened. So people started thinking naturally, like, what is this dude doing? He's very shady and stuff. Of course, people are gonna talk shit on Twitter because he's been so public with his life and he talks about it so much. And his debts and his money that he needs to raise and his house that he needs to hide. So I don't know. I ask questions sometimes. I'm sorry that I'm curious about if your girlfriend is real or is fake. I don't know.
So purposely, we knew that when we were going to finally have, you can't introduced into stuff, that it was going to have to be a careful process, a calculated process, not just, oh, you're here day one, immediately just start putting out daily vlogs every single day. And, you're in every stream that I do, every playthrough now, you're here to you know what I mean? And
no, nobody thought about this. And also, it's not a slow process, man. If you cared about slow process, you should have just made a pre-recorded video, and then disabled the likes and the comments. So you would get less people calling your wife a horse and calling her ugly and that her eyebrows don't exist. That's what you should have done if you cared about your wife and experience on your stream and her feeling comfortable and her feeling welcome by your community, you should have at least put the chat in sub only mode or something that is gonna limit the trolling that she's gonna get, because of course it's DSP's wife, of course she's gonna get trolled.
And basically, we want it to be something that when it does happen, it's special, right?
This is not special. This is not special. And their holiday marathon, their Halloween marathon was terrible. We're gonna go through that too, because this video was just 17 minutes and we're already, what is it, almost 3 hours in stream, so we could go for a little bit less, a little bit more.
A video together of a game playthrough. We want it to be a game that both of us really enjoy, and we built up to doing this as something where we're both involved in it, not just, oh, it's the first co-op game possible, let's just fucking do it, right?
Well, he waited to do it, and eventually she didn't get to play the game. She didn't get to play any game, and she didn't care about any of the games because they were terrible. The games that they played was some like Resident Evil 1, I think, which is terrible game to play with your girlfriend next to you. And they played Silent Hill Shattered Memories or something on some old console. I don't know. It was bizarre. And it was terrible. It was like the gameplay was worthless gameplay. They played for about an hour and it was boring. And nothing happened. Nothing happened. It was uneventful. She did not engage at all. So the things that he's saying right now, there's just nonsense. That's things that are not true.
That's not what we want to do. Same thing with vlogging. You know, we thought, gee, should we do vlogs around the house? Should we do that? And we talked about it and we're like, honestly, you guys have seen the house. You know what I mean? Like, what's different about the house? Not much at all. I took a couple Instagram pics of your office, but outside of that, everything's the same. You guys, you know, who are viewers of mine over the years have seen what the house looks like. You don't need to see just us do another walkthrough of the same shit. You know what I mean? Now there will be things that logically Kat's going to be in moving forward. For example, because you live with me, when I do DSP Tries It, when that series resumes, which is going to happen. A lot of people have hypothesized, oh, Phil's canceled DSP Tries It. Where's it been?
Hold on. This is not content that she's logically going to be in. I live with a girl and a dog. That doesn't mean that every time I stream, I'm going to get them to sit here next to me. It makes no sense. It's not logically. It's completely illogical to expect somebody else to feature in your streams unless you highlight it as like a special feature or like special cooking with the fucking king or special DSP Tries It, whatever, you know. While he thinks that's the logical conclusion, she's gonna be in the DSP Tries It just because they live together, just because they sleep in the same house, then they're gonna be together. If he had a roommate, would he be in DSP Tries It? Maybe. It would be feeding him.
No, it just so happens that I did a DSP Tries It right before you arrived, and since the last month, there's been nothing. There's been nothing new going on in the realm of food or anything that I would do for a special DSP Tries It video. So
and also nobody cared when he tried to sell it as cooking with DSP and Cat or whatever. He didn't hit the sub goal then, so he didn't make it. So that really never happened. That piece of gold dust that we've been looking for, which maybe we would have got at some point, it didn't happen.
I just haven't done one. But I mean, duh, your cat lives with me. She's here every day. So if and when we go out to do a DSP Tries It and we find a new item, you're gonna, you'll be in the videos, obviously. Moving forward, different kinds of vlogs. Like for example, if we do something
it's
special.
not obvious at all. It's really not obvious. Like, why are you trying to lie to your fans? Literally, it's not obvious that she's gonna be in it. And when people come back like weeks after this and say, well, DSP, you said that Cat was obviously gonna be in this, why is she not gonna be in this? And then he's gonna say, well, Cat doesn't have to be in all my streams and all my videos. It's like, yeah, you said obviously she's gonna be, because you live with her, right? Then she should be in your video.
If we go into Seattle, or we do something else that's outside the ordinary and we just feel like we want to document it, right? Or if we're out and about and we want to do some Instagram pics, you might be in those. Or, I mean, one thing that's a no-brainer, holiday stuff, right? If we're going to do a video about Christmas or whatever, yeah,
He's explaining this just like BioWare were explaining Anthem, you know, all these empty promises. Oh, you would be able to do anything. Your story matters. You would have meaningful choices. It's the exact same thing DSP is doing. He's with giving you unrealistic expectations. So then he could shatter those expectations by saying that, well, I never promised I would do that. Why would she be in all my stuff? You know, she wants to keep her life private or whatever other excuse, but he's trying to hype it up as like, I have a new accessory for the streams that I could use to monetize. Very, very pathetic.
Obviously going to be in that stuff. So
It's
in
not
that
obvious.
regard, that's why you guys haven't seen her, is because again, we're trying to make it special. We're trying to make it very different from my past, where every possible thing was shared. I mean, to the point where, you know, think about how much personal information and nasty stuff got thrown out there on the internet that I never wanted to be.
Well, because you were greedy, massively strong. Greed is massively strong. Because if he didn't make all these videos, all these vlogs, recording every day of his life, just for simple, stupid views, for a couple thousand views up, then all this information would have been private. People wouldn't know where you lived or what your number was or all these information that you reveal or how much his coffee maker costs. You know, they wouldn't have to care about this shit if he didn't go out of his way to present his life so much. And now he wonders why people expect him to be more transparent with his life, because he's been talking about his life for the last 10 years. About his personal life, not even just video games.
And people, you know, hounding myself, my parents getting prank calls and stuff. You know, it's bad. And it's to the point where can't have that kind of shit happening anymore. All right. So don't think that the fact that Cat has not been in videos for the past month is because something's wrong or because we decided that, you know, that we don't want to do stuff together. That's not the case either. It's just that we're kind of saving it so that when we eventually do it, it makes sense and it's special, right? Now, in regards to you, do you want to talk a little bit about, you know, your gaming as a whole? Because you are a gamer. A lot of people have had questions about you and the kind of games you like and the things that you do in gaming. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Well, I'm sure he's probably told you that I like Overwatch. I would say it's like my favorite, like...
Yeah, I like Overwatch too. I kind of like Cat now. But yeah, I like Overwatch. I was a Mercy main. So if you know anything about Mercy main, it's the people that hold the game together. If we didn't exist, then Overwatch would just explode. Plus, I'm terrible at everybody else. I like playing tanks as well. I like Reinhardt, but everything else is just like too hard for me. Too much pressure from my team as well. I want to help these guys and not just like mess around by myself.
Online multiplayer game. I pretty much like all genre. The only genre game I don't really like are sport games because I'm not really into sports. But,
I love sports games. Give me some NBA 2K, some Pro Evolution Soccer, maybe FIFA if you don't have any of those.
And racing games, I don't really care about those either. But I pretty much play I play shooters. Obviously, I love Skyrim. I'm sure he's told you that. That's like gotta be like my.
That's where you got the look from.
I played so many games. I pretty much played like AAA. I don't really play a lot of indie games. I just play like AAA games. Right. I'm gonna be playing Far Cry 5 when it comes out.
The way he nods in the like you're at a job interview and you just like nod and you smile and you nod. He's soaking nothing from what she's saying. He's absolutely just out for lunch. He's thinking about a cheeseburger right now with extra cheese. Yeah, look at this face. Definitely some cheeseburger.
Yep, I'm toxic.
And God of War. So.
Do you have, because this is what everyone always asks me, do you have a particular game this year that you think you're looking forward to more than like everything else? Is there a hyped game you really want in 2018? You know what I mean?
Shoot. Well, it's kind of hard. What game I want to come out, or what game is coming out?
What game do you think that is gonna reasonably you think would come out this year that you want to play the most? Is it God of War? I know you mentioned Far Cry 5, God of War. Would it be Red Dead Redemption 2? Would it be, you know, all these big games that are coming out?
Yeah.
Do you have a hyped release? Because that's what everyone always asks me. You know.
No, I am really excited for God of War. When I saw it was released, and the graphics look really freaking good, and I have a PS4 Pro now, and I have 4K monitor, so I'm gonna be excited to be playing that. I know there's.
Daddy Phil got the 4K monitor and the PS4 Pro. I like how she just said, "Oh well, I have a PS4 Pro now. Where did it come from?" I wonder. How do you have it? But never mind, they can spend their money on whatever the fuck they want. I'm not gonna get as nitpicky as this, but yeah, Kat's a gamer, I guess. She has her own office. She has her own mini screen. The, by the way, yeah, if you've seen the screen that she plays on, it's like absolute punishment. I don't know why this guy doesn't let her play on the main TV downstairs. I guess if I don't know the layout of his stupid house, but I don't know why he doesn't let her play on a real television. He's probably pretty strict with his stuff around the house, as in like, you know, this is DSP's house. This is the pig roach house. So you gotta do what he says. So she probably doesn't game outside of her office. And his office is used only for streaming, which is kind of ridiculous because there's so many consoles and shit. It's bizarre. I don't know. This man is just so counterproductive with everything that he does. He does it in the weirdest way possible. That's why he's so interesting. That's why I'm still here in like 2 in the morning almost. And almost officially 3 hours into the stream.
Not really like a ton of games coming out this year either,
Well,
unfortunately.
Red,
Like big games.
the problem is nothing has release dates, and I've said
Yeah,
that a million times this year. If you look at my release calendar over
Look at my gaming calendar, girlfriend. Please check it
on
out.
the wall,
Yeah.
outside of
Yeah. They're both looking at the
March and
release
April,
calendar.
like, there's no dates for anything, and I
Yeah.
think the E3 this year is going to be a big E3 where
Yeah, that's
tons of dates will come out. All right, so that's, you know, she enjoys a lot of variety of games, but as you notice, nothing in there that we say, oh, we're going to co-op games and stuff. A lot of people have been asking, are we going to play A Way Out together in 2 weeks? No, we have talked about it.
No,
and
it's
we
a terrible
decided it's
game.
not a
Don't play it.
that, you
Don't
know,
ever play
she
that
would
game.
be too interested in.
I tried playing it with my girlfriend. It's just way too cringe. It's the writing is bad. The most of the stuff that you do in the game is bad. It's really kind of a shit game. And the story is terrible too.
And so, no, we're not going to be doing co-op in A Way Out together or anything like that. Like I said, if and when we do decide to do co-op, it'll be something that we try to plan so that we can do it together. Another thing you got to realize is that Kat has a job, and it's going to be, you know, having anything we do will have to be worked around her work schedule and mine so that we can have time to do it together. So, you know, you got all these factors that come into play. All right. I think one final thing that we should address is the whole situation of social media and how people sought you
Oh
out and
no.
shit.
Oh no. Let's address the situation of why my wife should have absolutely no social media because she's gonna get harassed. And look at the satisfaction in his eyes when he gets to talk about the trolls and how they dox her. Look at the look in his eyes where it's like, yeah, baby, let's talk about that.
Shit like that, because it was ridiculous. Basically, when I took one picture of Kat when she had arrived here in Washington, right, and all I did was give her first name, immediately people scoured the fucking internet to try to find information about her.
Again, as I mentioned earlier, about maybe hour and a half ago. So what I said was the way he talks about this, like, scoured the internet. Like, we had organized searching parties for the internet. There were people that go in the internet and look for Kat. This is how it works in Dave's head.
And they found her old Twitter and an old Twitch account, right, and your old YouTube channel. Now, you haven't used that since I think it was like the first half of 2017.
it's been almost a year now since I've used any of those, like Twitter or YouTube. I haven't been on there, and it's on purpose. It's
Right.
because I know. Well, now I know everyone went on there to try to troll me once the pictures of us came out because they thought it'd be funny. But then they realized that I haven't used the account in like a year or something like that.
Also, a joke is on
Like,
them.
affect me, but that's why I'm not active on social media.
But it does affect you because you saw that account was getting trolled, and that's all that they wanted was for you to see it. You don't have to respond like Phil and make like an hour and a half video talking about them, even though you're 11 minutes in and you've mostly talked about this and Overwatch.
No reason to, because I know people are just gonna harass me and be stupid. So.
Right. And you know, hey, me personally, firsthand, I could tell you from all the shit that I've been through over the years, if I didn't actively need to use like Twitter on a daily basis for business and stuff, I probably also would not be too active on there because there's so many people who just want to be nasty, right?
His business Twitter is the funniest shit because the way he uses business is, imagine McDonald's was having a business Twitter, and I mean they do, but DSP was running their Twitter, and somebody tweets them, the Big Mac sucks, it's disgusting. And then DSP responds, we've been doing this shit for like 30 years, shut up, we know what we're doing. That's how he runs his account. Somebody gives him advice. The other day, somebody said that he wasn't looking engaged enough in his stream. And he should take some improv classes. And DSP took that to heart and then replied with, I've been doing this 30 years. I've been doing, maybe someday, I've been doing this for over 10 years and as a full-time job. So I think I have it mastered, or something like that. You know, I'm paraphrasing. But what he said essentially is like, shut up. Yeah, that's basically what he said, is he told somebody to shut up because they tried to give him advice. They literally just tried to give him advice. And it's so easy to just ignore tweets like that. But he just wanted to give like a troll attention. It wasn't even a troll, it was like a normal guy. Jesus Christ.
And it's ridiculous because, again, we didn't announce that you had a Twitter. We didn't announce that you had, this was all sought out and found by.
But you don't have to make these announcements. It's not like you're not announcing her to your family. You're announcing it to online people. You don't have to make any announcements whatsoever. But yeah, people did find stuff, and it is pretty easy to find stuff if you know how. So the joke is on DSP, I guess, because he doesn't know how people did it. So according to him, they scoured the internet. They sent out parties to search. There were legions of people going to search different parts of the internet. It's like in Ready Player One when they went inside the game. That was exactly what happened.
By people, and all you needed to do was look at it to see she hadn't used it in so long and it wasn't active. But still, people, immediately have to like act like this is news and blow it up drama-wise all over the internet. Oh my God, we found her previous stuff and stuff.
Which makes no sense to me. It's like, why do you care so much? I'm just some random person. Why do you care? Why do you care about hurting me or insulting me? And there's all these memes out there about me looking like a horse. I'm well aware of that. And to me,
she's well aware that she looks like a horse. Or she's well aware of the memes, but the smile DSP is cracking is hilarious.
I was upset at first, but then
he low-key having fun at the meme.
And I realized that it's not worth getting upset over, because it's just a bunch of morons making jokes about like it's just funny now, because it makes you realize how many pathetic people are out there. So
yeah, it's for someone, it would be one thing if day one when you walked in the door, you were all over the internet, you know what I mean, and you had opinionated stuff you were saying, and you literally, there was one picture of the day you were here, one picture of you on Valentine's Day, and pictures of meals that you've made. That's it. And already there's nasty negative shit all over the internet. So can you understand why we
also, another interesting phrase is all over the internet. Of course, this is what DSP refers to. Just on Twitter, I guess, and on Kiwi Farms. That's what all over the internet means. Man, I don't know. It's just a boomer. I know he doesn't comprehend the internet, but this is bizarre because he's making money off the internet. Like, how can you not understand how it works? Come on, man. Come on.
You don't want to jump in and have a million videos together and things like that. You see what I mean? Like, it would be such counterproductive to have that. Plus, and I'll be honest here too, and we were talking about this before.
Please be honest.
Is that vlogging for me at this point isn't even a focus anymore. Like, this video we're doing right now is just kind of a special thing because we wanted to kind of clear the air about what was going on. But vlogging for me is a fan service. It's something that I do for you guys, the viewers, because guess what? I make no money doing this. Like, I explained this to my viewers on stream a couple times recently. I used to make, like, for example, a DSP tries it video. I'd go try a new food item. The video would get anywhere from 5,000 to 10,000 views, and I would make, no lie, like $20 to $30 on the video, ad revenue, so it would pay for the meal, and I'd make a couple bucks extra, right? Now, I do a DSP tries it, it gets 5,000 to 10,000 views, and I make $4. Not even enough to cover the cost of the meal. So you see what I mean? YouTube has fallen to such an abyss of just terrible profitability that the vlogging for me, when I go out of my way to do it with things like the Ask the King or the Weekend Preview, or if I do a podcast or DSP tries it, is for you guys, because you guys have been such a long-standing viewership of people who supported me that I go out of my way to do it. But understand, there's no reason for me now because Kat's here. Oh, now we're just going to, every week we're going to put out 5 vlogs together. No, it's stupid. And like I've said, You guys have already seen the house. You've seen the stuff, you know, the daily stuff. What do you want to see me? Oh, we made a coffee together. Here's a video. Like, what the fuck? You know, it's so stupid and pointless and frivolous. No, we're not going to be doing stupid, silly stuff like that. But yeah, moving forward, if there is a reason, if there's a special occasion, if there's, you know, we go and do something special, like going to Seattle and you know what I mean, stuff like that, on the holidays, yes, then you'll see videos of us together doing stuff. Yes, you'll see her from time to time on Instagram. And yes, eventually, if we do have plans and we have a game that we both like and we're planning, man, it's a co-op game. This is a game that maybe we could do together and it'll be fun. Then we'll let you guys know well ahead of time so you know what to expect and you can come watch. But no, very much. As I said at the very beginning of this video, what I'm trying to do at this point is make it so that the work Phil is the guy you see on streams, the guy you see in videos, and that the other side
is the guy who begs. Work Phil is the guy who begs, and Work Phil is the guy who rants. Work Phil is the guy who hates other streamers with colored hair. The guy who gatekeeps his cat behind a $2,000 goal, and so on. That's the Work Phil. That's the businessman, business Phil.
Of my life and you know, our lives together here in Washington is private and protected, so that way you don't have assholes trying to get all of our personal shit and trying to fucking find out all kinds of stuff about us and the, you know, things going on behind the scenes and twisting it and turning it into slanderous nonsense on the internet, which you know they're gonna do. How many people are just gonna take things from this video alone?
Oh,
right?
Yeah, I know.
And make a million videos about it and talk for an hour. Yeah. This video will be like 20 minutes long and there'll be like 4-hour-long podcasts.
This man cares more about making himself look like a victim than he cares about his wife's mental well-being, let's call it, because she's there on a stream. Or, I mean, this is more or less a pre-recorded video. They didn't really read anything from chat, but there's a lot more. Anyways, he cares about making himself a victim with all these trolls and stuff, and making himself look pathetic. Because they can fuck with him and they can, you know, ruin his life and so on. While there's this lady sitting next to him who doesn't look very comfortable with that, and he's telling her to her face, yeah, people are gonna take this video and cut it up and make memes of you and post it on Twitter and make you look ugly and call you a horse. There's gonna be people in chat that gonna say that you had sex with somebody, or are gonna say that something about your ex-boyfriend and your past and stuff like that. It's like, man, just try and make the girl feel fucking comfortable. It's the first time you ever bring her on a live broadcast and you know you're getting trolled. You are dark side Phil.
Discussing this fucking video. That's how insane it is. So, you know, when we know that, but that's what I mean. We want to keep it to a level where it's under control and where it's not constant abundance of that. That's why she doesn't use social media. That's why we're not doing constant stuff together. We very much have enjoyed this last month where we've lived together. And we should say this, I think we owe it to the people who have been very nice to us, who were respectful, who didn't violate our privacy. And, you know, there's some people, let's be honest, who are positive on stream and they want to see you, and that's okay, because there's people who actually are interested in you. They want to know more about you in a positive way. They're not trying to be nosy assholes or people being negative. So to those of you who've been respectful and haven't tried to pry into our personal life, thank you, all right? Because that is very much appreciated in an era now of 2018. You know, I've been making content for the internet for 10 years, and I know fully up front, I can tell you, it's my fault a lot of times. You know, in those previous years, I shared way too much with you guys.
Yeah, because you were greedy. You wanted to record everything because you could easily just throw it on YouTube and some people would fucking watch it and he would make a bunch of money off of just recording his day. And then he realized, oh no, people are actually seeing what I'm doing and they're asking me about my personal life after I've posted my personal life on the internet for the last 10 years. I wonder why.
And it just blew up to the point where people could use that stuff against me. So that's why there's been this change in the last year. That's why we're going about it the way we're doing. And, you know, we've been happy. We've had a good month together. We're looking forward to a great life moving forward together. And, again, we want it to be special when it does happen. Okay? Anything else you want to say before we adjourn here, or anything on your mind?
Adjourn?
No, I just want to say, you know, for the people that were being nice,
oh, for the haters. Oh, no, okay.
Yeah, I don't go to his stream, so I don't know, like, you know, what people say, but he has said that, like, there are actually nice people that, you know, wanted to see me because they're genuine. And
5 seconds after she starts talking, he goes into bobblehead mode where it's just like, yeah, stop talking already. This is my stream.
I
Stop
only see,
talking.
like, the hate videos on YouTube, you know, and all the slanderous shit that's made about me. So it does. I am really appreciative of that. Of the people
That
who
makes me
are
cringe.
nice, who are
Ugh.
respectful, and just thank you for that. It means a lot. So.
All right, so hopefully this video cleared some air. Hopefully this video explained a few things that now you guys.
No, it was just haters. It was just a hater video, but the next one is much better, but it's insanely long. And this video, just go watch it. Go watch it. It's fantastic. It reacts to the same video that I did, just much better than me. Now, oh, this is the small screen that I was talking to. This is legitimately her screen size. This is painful to look at. That somebody is making their wife play on something like this while they have a 4K TV with a PlayStation 1000. Let's see, DSP Cat and UA. Let's go, special IRL stream. Oh yeah,
It's not
there
like
we
we're
go.
gonna do every
Oh, this one doesn't have. No, I don't want to become a member. Get out. This one has the likes and dislikes on, so we can see that people did not like it. First, I'm gonna go on a smoke break as per usual, and then I'll be back with some more chill. Some insane chill. We're reaching tonight. We are reaching unseen levels of chill before. If we can make it to 4 hours, or yeah, if we can make it to 4 hours, then the chill is gonna escalate to an unstoppable level where it's just gonna keep getting more chill and more chill with each moment that I'm on stream. So yeah, let's make it to 4 hours, I guess, because I have tonight off, and this stream I'm gonna segment into clips anyways that I'm gonna upload on YouTube. Just so if somebody wants to watch just a segment of it where I talk about the specific thing, or the segment where we did all the science and made the nice diagram for Phil to prove that he was indeed spending all this crazy money on WWE champions. That is pretty crazy. And I will see you right after the break. Now listen to some music that's gonna get me copyright claimed. And we are back, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back. I hope you're enjoying your stay. Now we will continue with watching some DSP content with Phil and Kat's special IRL stream from July 13, 2018. This happened over 3 years ago, so it's bound to be very interesting, with Derek as a top tip.
every week where it's gonna get boring or anything, but every once in a while if we do it, what did I spell his name? Rogby? I did. Rogby. I don't know what's going on my keyboard today. I can't spell. But yeah.
Yeah, it's his keyboard, definitely.
Is we will be generally answering most of your questions tonight. That's what it ended up being 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago when we did this. You know,
Seidella cheered. Obi-Wan Kenobi cheered.
All right, so Norval Shaggy Rogers just did a 50-bit cheer and says, get Derek off the leaderboard. All right, but Norville, just so you know, since there's going to be a lot of activity tonight, I'm just going to use your first name rather than type out the giant name, simply because I know I'll be here all night updating. Okay, but Norville, thank you for that top cheer. Jayco TV just tipped $5.02 and said, Cat, read this one. Oh, here you go.
The way she's peeking in chat to see if it's a troll.
It's a joke. He wants you to read
The
his
troll.
joke.
Wait, where?
Right here. Jayco TV's joke. He would like you to read it.
That's hilarious.
Well, he wants you to read it for the stream.
Not with the
I
voice
haven't read
inside
it.
your head, the other one.
With that.
I'm a big fan of whiteboards. I find them quite remarkable.
Wow, such a nice reaction.
That was an amazing joke.
There we go. Yeah.
Cringe. Ugh. That makes me cringe.
No! No!
Ugh.
All right, thank you, Jayco TV. So Jayco TV is currently the top tipper. Let's get that updated. He must have a joke book. He must have like a 1980s joke book out or something. Okay. So thank you, Jayco. You are the top tipper yet again. You have surpassed Rigby there. Let's see here. Obi-Wan Kenobi did a 70-bit cheer. It says, hello, Phil and Kat. Thank you, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Thank you,
We
Seidel.
got That Nana Bunny did a 150-bit cheer. It said, Rigby forever. I don't know what the hell Rigby is. But now That Nana Bunny is the current top cheer, so let's get him up there. Okay. And we got another cheer from Coral, guys. Says, good evening, Kat and Phil. Phil, I didn't see you in the last Midwestern Air Hockey qualifier for the Midwestern Air Hockey Championships. You must be pushing it to the limit. Well, as you know, I always keep my game plan on the DL.
Wait. There was a... Oh, shit. There was a different stream before that was also called Phil and Cat Special IRL stream. It was just from June 22nd and not July 13th. This is DSP. How can you be so inept at... I can't even find this, and I've watched this. I watched Heaven react to it like 5 times, and I can't even find this video, man. How are you so bad at posting this shit? But anyways, let's just see some cringe, and then maybe we'll take a look at some highlights from the Halloween marathon when it was Tevin's fault.
For my air hockey, stuff. I don't want to, give away everything by just throwing all the game plan out there publicly. So, Swaggin's cheered. He says, now that Code Vein is delayed, that's one less game in September. Will you be playing Rise of the Tomb Raider for sure? I don't know. I'll be honest. I told you guys, I didn't like the last Tomb Raider game. I thought that the last Tomb Raider game was boring, very similar to the first one, and didn't really do much at all. It became more of a repetitive grind and not very interesting. I'd say maybe 2 or 3 of the actual dungeons / tombs that you investigated.
She is so uninterested. This is bizarre why you would not want to engage with her at all in this. It's so weird how he's just having a pre-stream segment and this girl is just like sitting there looking at her lap, maybe at her phone, in her secret Twitter, maybe.
A lot of the stuff you did in the open world combat and stuff of the game was not good. I thought it was very, very boring. So I don't know. I mean, I know it sucks that Code Vein is not coming out. I remember, Kat, this was one of the games that she was most looking forward to this year because it looked like a cross between kind of anime-ish and Dark Souls, and it looked really good. And it sucks that it's delayed. What are you going to do? Hopefully now the game is...
Oh no, Cat cringing at chat. Visible cringe reactions here. Let's see this again. Looking at chat. Looking at chat. Shut up, DSP. Looking at chat. Then the deep sigh. Deep sigh, disappointment, and the pop-up. Let Cat read this one too, because it's funny when she does it. What do you call an everyday potato? A commentator.
That makes me cringe. Ugh.
Delayed. When it comes out, it'll actually be freaking good. But yeah, will I be playing I haven't decided yet. Tomb Raider yet. Can't answer that. A big bumbling black man cheered. Says, what do you two have on your shirts? Mario Brothers and flowers. Show them to us. Yeah, well, this is a shirt that Kat got me. It is the cast of, Super Mario Brothers walking across the road. If you might notice, it looks kind of like Abbey Road from the Beatles. So it's kind of like a homage to the Beatles with the Mario characters. And yes, Kat just has some nice pretty flowers on her shirt tonight, right?
Yeah.
Jayco TV tipped another $5. Oh boy, he wants you to read another stupid joke.
This is gonna be like...
He's just gonna read these dumb jokes all stream. You don't want to do it?
What do you call an everyday potato?
Like, come on, Kat. You're also to blame for this. Like, this is like the second time you get engaged in any kind of conversation and you have to make fun of the guy for sending a stupid cheer. It is a stupid cheer. Like, you're there to answer these stupid cheers. Come on. It's just fans.
I'm just gonna keep playing this. Yes! A commentator. Amazing. Alright, so Spawn Killer has tipped $10 to become the top tipper.
That makes me cringe.
For tonight. He says, "Do you have any college funny stories? I saw the video you talked about the story with you and the fire alarms and a crazy ex." No, that was not a crazy ex. That was just some girl that at that party
Girl.
went nuts. Okay, but no, I mean,
Uh-oh.
outside.
The jealous looks. The jealous looks. Let's analyze this. Let's do some more science. Tonight has been a big night for science. Let's see. Now he's talking about it. Oh, some girl. Angry reaction. I hate this girl. Oh, the squinting. What is he talking about now?
College days. I told you about how we used to wrestle in the dorm, and the one time that.
What is she thinking about? Oh my god, man. What is happening? Why is she so angry?
Where we got into trouble because we had liquor and my stupid roommate had pot. I told you about how the cop accidentally stepped on the pot. I don't think I've ever told. There's only like 2 or 3 college stories that I haven't. I'm pretty sure I've told you all of them.
Oh wait, let's take a look into the time capsule and see. There was a very special story. DSP story about girl. Let's just type it like this. It should come up. DSP gaming. Because YouTube is a little bit special when you write this. Girlfriend. Let's say there was this one particular story of classic DSP trying to explain to some people how he had this wild college story. Can't seem to find it here. DSP gaming, bang, girlfriend. Let's yeah, this is the story. Well, he's epic. And is this gonna be the full video without any writing? Okay, let's listen to it. Let's see classic DSP.
Gaming? See, just shit that's happened to me. Like, I almost got kicked out of college. That was fun.
So this is a story during college, how he almost got kicked out of college. Let's hear this out. Since he just said he didn't have any interesting college stories, he's just talking about getting kicked out of college almost.
What happened? Well, that's a long story, but it's a good story.
Oh, we have time.
Want to hear it?
Got nothing but time.
All right. Sorry.
No worries. It'll go back.
Directly onto your baritone.
Just walk around. Yeah.
Well, basically in college, my room was the party room because me and my roommate both got scholarships to college. So our room was like at the corner of the dorm. So we had our own bathroom, like a huge closet. It was like the best room in the whole fucking dorm. So we had parties every day. And, well, one party, this girl had come, and she already had a boyfriend, yada, yada, yada. I messed around with her, whatever. A week after that, we had another party, and she came again. So we're having a party, and we had so much liquor, it was, like, ridiculous. We must have had a whole fridge full of beers, which must have been, like, 3 or 4 30-packs. We had handles of anything you could think of, tequila, vodka. I mean, it was ridiculous, and everyone in the dorm was there. So some idiot gets the idea that they want to smoke, too. Now, it's one thing to have that much alcohol, but then mixing it,
herb, yeah.
you know, it's really pushing it. So someone goes, gets herb, they're smoking in our bathroom. I'm like, oh, this is kind of getting out of hand. But as long as we keep it under control, we should be straight. So, party goes on longer. 2 girls get really drunk. One of them was the girl that I was messing around with. She passes out on my bed. Another girl who actually was a friend of ours passes out in our bathroom. Like, neither of them can move. They're so fucked up. So we're all there, and it's maybe about 1:30 in the morning. The party's just about to end. All of a sudden, bang, bang, bang. What the fuck is that? And we look around, the fire alarm went off.
Wow.
Now, do you know what happens when the fire alarm goes off in college?
No.
Basically, it's total lockdown. Everyone must leave the dorm regardless of what time it is. You lock your doors, and what happens is the RA goes to every door and unlocks it.
It's a total lockdown, except that you don't get locked in. You have to lock and go out. So it's not a lockdown at all. It's the opposite of a lockdown, because you're forced to evacuate. Never mind. I'm not gonna argue with like 20-year-old DSP.
To make sure no one was asleep. So
25-year-old, which means by today's standards, he was, the way he sees himself mentally there, he was like 12 years old. Because he was like, oh man, like 10 years ago, I was just so stupid and I said so many stupid things. And this is way before 10 years ago, I think. I don't know, is there any original video? Let's see, the the thing, and I know that I'm going
my
way
room
too
was the
far with
party
this. This was uploaded in 2014. So yeah, this was probably earlier.
You can get them out in the event of a fire. So I hear the alarm go off. I go, oh shit! And I get up and I'm like, we have to get everyone out. And I turn around to look for my roommates. Everyone ran out the fucking room except for me. And I got 2 passed out girls in my room. I'm like, motherfucker! I can't carry 2 girls at once. It's impossible. So I said, all right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run downstairs real quick, see if it's a real fire. If it's a real fire, I'll tell them there's girls up there and we'll all run up and save them. But I can't carry 2 at once. I'll, kill myself or whatever.
Yeah.
So I run all the way downstairs. It's not a real fire. Someone had pulled an alarm, some bullshit. We don't know what's going on with that. Later on, I actually find out what really happened. The girl who I was messing with had a crazy boyfriend. He came looking for me with a fucking, Bowie knife. And he was so drunk when he showed up, he didn't know what dorm I was in. He didn't know what room I was in, but he knew what dorm I was in. So he just started going crazy, with the Bowie knife, and someone called the police, and he cut some fucking water pipe with the Bowie knife.
What?
And somehow it was so crazy fucking story. He set off the fire alarm, basically, trying to get me out of the building. So anyway, we go outside, and I'm like, oh, I'm safe. There's no real fire. We're gonna be good. Next thing I know, I see the girl who I was messing with walking down the stairs, totally pissed drunk with a firefighter. I'm like, oh, shit. So she walks up to the corner, and the way it was is imagine that this is the corner of the stairwell right here.
Yeah.
She walks up, and she walks down the stairs, she gets to the last stair. She goes, I'm okay, and the firefighter's right here. And she goes, all over his crotch. So he's fucking covered in fucking vomit. He's like, oh, you bitch. He's so pissed. So they fucking cart her back to her apartment. Of course, they caught me out. So they dragged me and my roommate back up to our room. And they go, well, we got bad news for you. I'm like, what's that? And not only did we find alcohol, but we found a bowl sitting on your sink. So now we have legal right to search your entire premises for drugs. So they start tearing apart our apartment. Now keep in mind, at this point, it's almost 3, 4 in the morning. We were there from 3 or 4 in the morning till 7 in the morning while they ripped our fucking apartment apart. Imagine going through your house and just ripping your drawers out, throwing your clothes on the fucking floor. And as they're doing this, they're piling it in a pile in the center of our room just to say, fuck you, look at what we can do. Tore our bed apart and everything. So the funniest part of the story is that there was drugs in the room. A big bag of fucking, a chunk of weed was all that was left because I guess they had smoked it all. And it was actually sitting on the counter of my friend's computer that said it was right here.
Yeah.
And the stupid fucking dude, the firefighter, he goes, well, it was actually campus security.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, we gotta look for drugs, and I hear that these kids, they hide it inside their computers these days.
What?
So we have to check inside the computer. I'm like, dude, this guy's a fucking idiot. So he goes, I swear to God, he goes like this, he grabs the side of the computer, he unscrews it, he takes the side off, and as he takes the side off, he knocks the weed off the desk onto the floor, and he stomps on it like that and tracks it into the rug. So they never found the drugs. Me and my roommate and I were cracking up in front of the fucking guy. He's just such a fucking idiot. But basically, we almost got kicked out of school for that. We ended up having to do 20, 30 hours of community service and paying a fine. If you ever catch you drinking on campus ever again, you will be expelled permanently. We'll make sure you never get into another college. So needless to say, I moved off campus next semester. I commuted for the rest of my college career.
Yeah, what a fantastic story. I almost fucking died listening to this. It was the most boring thing I've heard in my life. Even more boring than this stream.
At this point. So honestly, no, I don't honestly think I don't have any new college stories to tell you. Because the thing is, my college career was very short-lived. I only lived on campus for 1 semester, and then I moved back off and lived with my parents again.
Oh,
so
no.
it's how much could happen in 1 semester? 2 crazy things, right?
Baby DSP.
Let's get Spawn Killer out there. No, but I think I told you about the time when I smoked pot and it was laced with something, right?
Pot.
That thing was off the screen. All right, good thing I fixed it.
Smoke
I
pot.
smoked pot, was laced with some crazy shit, and I don't even remember the whole day. And the next thing you know, we had to go to dinner the next day with my roommate's parents, and we woke up in late afternoon. We were like, holy shit, where'd the whole day go? A whole day had passed because whatever was in this pot had made us have time lapse in our fucking heads or whatever. But outside of that, no, I don't really have any really interesting stories to tell about college. I told you, my college experience was very, very limited.
Cat is in airplane mode right now. She has no idea what is happening. He's completely just sausaged up on this couch and looking at her manicure.
And,
No idea. No clue.
You know, not much exciting there to talk about. I accidentally clicked on something that I'm trying to close. What the fuck? I accidentally opened a browser I didn't want to open. Get that out of there. Close this window. Close all tabs. There we go. Okay. All right. Oh god, no. See, that's you're wrong, Baby Jim Bob. That's not correct. The story that you're talking about, the vomiting story and diarrhea story, was not a college story. That was actually just, I believe, that was actually the summer between high school and college. But that's not the story. It has nothing to do with college. So.
Okay. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
The Capcom gaming scene?
Just shit that's happened to me.
Like,
I almost got kicked out of college.
I almost got kicked out of college. Confirmed. This never happened in college.
All right, let's continue. So we got a
That's
question.
it's literally a lie.
From Empress Wagons.
Well, in this case, it's 2018 Phil versus young Phil. So one of them must have been a liar. So I don't really know which one, because he did say college like 4 times.
He says, "Did you ever play the Metro games? I just recently beat them both, and they're really good. Have you ever played any of the Metro?"
You know what I'm gonna start doing? I will start answering these questions as well. See if I am any interesting compared to these two.
Metro games before.
Played one.
Well, have I played the Metro games? I did play Metro Last Light. I thought it was very good. The other ones just freak me out. They're way too scary. Like legit. I don't like mutants. I don't like any kind of sea creatures that have mutated. Like crabs and crustaceans, types of that. So I started playing Metro Exodus one day, and I got into the part where you enter the first open area, and then I saw a big lobster creature that had mutated, and I completely gave up, and I uninstalled the game.
One. I don't remember which one it was. I think it was.
Oh, get a little closer to the mic,
Oh.
only because the air conditioning's on. There we go.
I don't remember which one it was. I played one. I think it was Last Light or something.
So that was the sequel.
Hey,
Yeah,
same.
I played that one. I liked it. It was good. Actually, aren't they coming out with another one?
Next year, so yeah.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be one of the games that's coming out the same week. Like, there's 5 games coming out on like one day.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be that day that the new Metro game comes out. So
Yeah.
I think it's late February is like the crazy date where for some reason 1 million games are coming out. But yeah, supposedly, yes, a new Metro next year, early next year. So, a big bumbling black man. Cheers. How many different buttons do you have on the soundboard? Can you play them all on the stream? I've got 9.
Okay. Okay, let me do that. I need to open a new page though, so I don't reset the video. There's
Thanks for the
one.
money, stupid fuck.
There's this.
99999.
Right. Okay. Also, there's this.
That makes me cringe. Ugh.
Yep, I'm toxic.
There's this, and there's this.
Ah!
My soundboard's much better than his, if I gotta be honest. Come on.
9? Some of them are freaking weird. What is
It
this?
has 9?
Violin, sad violin.
That makes me cringe. Ugh.
Some of these are dumb. Like, I don't even know when I would use this one.
when you're being a clown, when you put on the vest and the hat, and then is when you press it to announce clown mode.
Right? It's like some weird stuff. But some of them are good. Like if there's a fail.
No, this might have been good in
But
1964.
I always forget I have this. It's every time I stream, it's sitting right over here on the corner of my laptop desk, and I almost always forget I have it. It just sits there and gets ignored a lot. But there's more. You know, if they're programmed, I'm not gonna play them all now. But I've got like 6 more there. Okay, that Indie Glow has subscribed to the channel for the 8th month in a row. and said, well, first of all, thank you for the 8 months of support, Indie Glow. He says, playing Final Fantasy IV for the first time after watching your Final Fantasy IV The After Years playthrough, and I already like it better than 15, laughing out loud. You know, I hate to say it, but, you know, back in the day, when these game developers didn't have crazy graphics, right, to appease the viewers. You know, a lot of the times today, you play RPG, it's all about the flashy graphic. It looks like Persona 5 looks just like an anime. Final Fantasy 15 is probably some of the best modern graphics on a console, but the storytelling is massively lacking. Like, Final Fantasy 15 is a game with holes in it. You know what I mean? Like, the plot has massive time jumps, holes. It doesn't even make sense the way that they put together the game. You could tell the game was unfinished when they released it. Final Fantasy IV is a game that literally knew it couldn't do much with graphics. They had to be relying on their laurels as a storyteller.
I've been only looking at Kat this entire time. She is so bored, and this man just never stops talking. Man, just get it out of the way. They're asking a random Final Fantasy question that you can answer in 2 lines of text. And instead he goes on for 20 minutes how he's a fan of the series, but the graphics now are nice. But now the graphics are nice, so the game is not as nice. And there's all this fucking nonsense. She's falling asleep in the background. I'm falling asleep on the stream. It's almost 3 o'clock where I'm from. And everybody's falling asleep, and Dark is still fucking talking. What the hell?
So the game is like a masterpiece. It's like reading a high-level manga or novel.
And also, no, I haven't played any Final Fantasy games. I'm really not into that. A lot of these like Japanese anime style games, just never played them as a child, and I don't really feel really interested in playing them now. I guess they're cool games, I think.
Of like fantasy and all this cool stuff. And the thing is, the combat is also quite good. Most people would say the graphics suck, but that's because it's 2018. Like, when I played it in 1992 or whenever it came out, the graphics were great. You know, for the time, it was outstanding 16-bit 2D visuals.
But there's still people that play like games like that. There are a lot of games that are very, very simple, but are easy. Not easy, but they're very simple. But people realize that the graphics and the engine itself is not why they play it. Like Space Station 13, that was the name of it, was it? Space Station 13, yeah. My lore is on point. It's like a little game that you can do almost an infinite amount of stuff in. It is such a complex game, and it looks like shit. But that's not the point. That's the point is that that's not the point. Take a sip.
I kind of have to nod in agreement with you and be like, yeah,
But
that
nod
Indie Glow,
in
you know,
agreement.
I very much like Final Fantasy
Like you nod when Cat talks.
4 much more than I like Final Fantasy 15. Derek cheered 50 bits. Let me just see. Okay, 150 bits is the top tier. Okay. He says, how was Ghostbusters yesterday? I've also been a longtime fan. Did you ever watch Ghostbusters 2? Yeah, I mean, I've said this
Oh no, Ghostbusters talk. This is the most boring thing to listen to DSP talk about. And I'm sorry that Cat was subjected to it. It's, man, now he's gonna talk about Harold Ramis and Bill Murray and everybody and how they're comedic geniuses.
many times before. I grew up watching Ghostbusters. Like, it was one of my favorite movies as a kid. I had it recorded on a VHS tape, and I would watch it over and over as a kid until I was like, they gotta make Ghostbusters 2. They gotta make Ghostbusters 2. And then eventually...
Cat wasn't even born yet, by the way. The way his eyes are about to take off into orbit from this much, like, opening your eyes.
They did, and I was like, holy shit, I was so ecstatic to go see Ghostbusters 2 in the theaters. But it was funny, like, Ghostbusters is one of those movies that I've seen it, I've probably, and this is no exaggeration, I've probably seen the movie Ghostbusters more than any movie ever in history. I've probably watched it more than any other movie. But every time I watch it, I laugh my ass off. I laugh at the one-liners, the performances, the reactions of the actors in the movie are just so genuine and fun. You can tell that the actors are having, like, improv comedy off of each other during the movie. And I don't think we've ever even seen, like, another comedy that's been on that level of performance since Ghostbusters released.
The new Ghostbusters, the 2016 one,
you watch
was hilarious.
comedies, a lot of them just rely on this raunchy or slapstick humor or whatever, and you don't really get the core kind of interactions that Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Harold
Yeah.
Ramis, and Ernie Hudson had as the cast of even
Name
Ernie
drops.
Hudson, who was not known as a comedic actor in that movie, is funny as shit because the writing's good and his delivery is great. So I absolutely love Ghostbusters. One of my favorite. It will always be one of my favorite movies. Absolutely. Coral Guy cheered. He says, my wife wants to know if Kat is subscribed to Ipsy. After noticing her makeup, they send you different makeup products every month in a styled bag. Did you hear about this subscription
Oh,
service
no.
called Ipsy? No, apparently I know.
This is hilarious, and I think I almost like this. I think it was bait as well, but it was a very gracious way to bait them into talking about it because DSP is completely clueless. So somebody was like, "Yeah, Kat, I noticed your makeup. You should get this this makeup box that comes in once a month or whatever the fuck." But as you can see, she fixed her eyebrows for this video. They exist now. So that's cool, I guess.
So you don't even know about it. I haven't even looked it up now. So no, she's not. But I know I'm aware there's different subscription based, services. Food and stuff. I guess there's one that's makeup. But yeah, no, never heard of it. Bitch ass Floyd tipped $1. Said rest in peace Tupac. Okay, rest in peace. Been quite a long time. He's
Not really dead. He's just in Argentina or in Cuba.
been gone. Middle Gear Rex Charity says, does Kat listen to audiobooks? Do you like listening to audiobooks?
Actually, just
Oh,
like-
lean forward a little bit more.
I keep forgetting.
That's okay.
I'm actually like just downloaded that app Audible,
Mhm.
which is through Amazon, and I'm gonna like start like listening to audio.
I just downloaded this app. It's from Amazon.
Weren't
It's
you
called
recently
Audible.
going
to get one, but then you found out it wasn't too good.
Yeah, I was gonna get the new Stephen King book called like Outsider or something like that. I don't
Oh
know.
no! The Outsider is a not very good TV show, but it's pretty decent. I mean, I don't know. It's not great. Yeah. Why am I even talking about this? It's getting late, man. The chill has reached almost the pinnacle of chill. I can't be more chill. If I was more chill than this, I would just vanish. I would turn into chill particles that would just spread in the air. Anyway, so The Outsider is a Stephen King book that then got turned into an Amazon TV series that is 1 season long. It's like a mini series. Pretty good, but also very disappointing in the way that it ends because it's very well made. It has a lot of like great shots and some nice acting, and the plot is pretty interesting until it's not. Let me just say that.
But I read the reviews and everybody says it sucks or something. So yeah, I was like, I'm not getting this because there was like a million bad reviews on it. So
That's the thing
yeah.
with Stephen King is he's a great author, and Stephen King can write an amazing tale when he wants to. But with Stephen King, what happens with him is he gets roped into these multiple book deals with publishers where he's obligated to write like 5-6 books. And if you just look at what he writes, you could tell like this is one he really wanted to write, and this is one he just did for his contract, So more than likely.
Hey, almost like when DSP was making KO gaming videos back in, who knows, 2016 or something, or maybe earlier, maybe. I don't know. My lore is not that good, but back when DSP was making KO gaming videos, they were videos basically that were based on what he's currently talking about, the Stephen King deals, because it was videos that he didn't care about making. They were just the trend at the time. These highly edited videos, as he likes to call them, even though the editing in these videos is absolutely dreadful. Terrible editing and terrible fake voice and everything. We should go watch some of his videos later so we can actually talk about games, because I enjoy talking about games and I don't enjoy talking about Phil and Kat particularly. And this stream is very long, this video that we are reacting to. So I'm thinking of making an executive decision, and we can go and watch one single KO gaming review so I can tell you everything wrong with it. Gaming. DSP. Okay. DSP.